Yo, what is up homies, it's your boy Dame and welcome to the DameAndThatGame channel. Today I'm going to show you all the possible spawn locations for the radio frequency you have to input to activate the Morse code step in the main Easter egg. I see a lot of tutorials out there not naming all 6 locations, and I know sometimes you don't want to go through a full tutorial to find this step. This can be kind of confusing. I know a lot of people that haven't been able to find all locations, so I'm just making this video for a quick reference. Now with that out of the way with, let's get straight into that video. So in the Shadowed Throne Easter egg, there is a particular step where you have to solve some Morse code that will give you a combination to use on the map inside church, which will then unlock the bowl, which will then allow you to get the pickaxe/axe melee weapon. But finding the code for the initial radio transmitter can be kind of difficult. There are 6 locations in all, and I'm going to tell you all 6 locations. The first 2 locations can be found within the theater. If you take yourself into the theater, you see the big red screen. If you go to the right hand side, there is somewhat of a brown dresser, and on the side of that brown dresser there is going to be your first location for the first code. These are very hard to see, so if you've got your brightness turned down on your TV or you have a small TV, look very closely because they are there. Usually the code is split into 2 separate parts. One code looks like it's scratched into the wood, quite thick white line, but the second half of the code is very thin and it's black. But that is your first location. The second location is in the same area, but you want to take yourself to the other side of said theater screen. You're going to see a purple dress, and just on the side of the pillar there you're going to find your second location for the radio transmitter code. The next 2 locations can be found within the museum. If you take yourself into the museum, coming in from the main street, take a left and go onto the 2nd floor, you will find a pillar next to a cabinet where a hat can sometimes be found. Now if you crouch on the floor right at the bottom of the pillar on the slab that the pillar is on, you will find another location for the radio code. Again, it's very hard to see, so be sure to take a good look instead of just flying past and seeing if it's there or not. The second location is on the same floor and it's actually underneath the M1 wall buy. So where you just were looking at that code, if you walk around the corner and walk on top of the cabinets just underneath the M1 wall buy, you're going to find your second location for the second radio frequency code, which will be the 4th location in all. And the last 2 locations can be found within the apartments. The first one can be found within the elevator shaft. If you take yourself up to where the dead woman is led on the bed, to the room next to it is going to be an elevator shaft where the actual safe is near. You need to look within the elevator and there are 2 separated wooden panels. The code is printed along there, but I believe the first half of the code is printed on one panel and the second half of the code is printed on the panel next to it, slightly down a bit. Again, you're gonna have to look very hard to see these depending on your circumstances of what you're playing on. And the 6th and final location is going to be in the same area. You want to take yourself into the room which is opposite the gramophone, and just as you walk through the doorway, look up to the ceiling in the corner and you're going to find your 6th and final location. This one is actually in a black somewhat of an ink, and it's probably the easiest one to actually see. And that's it. That's all 6 locations. I would recommend memorizing all these if you're into doing the Easter egg over and over again. This is going to make it a lot easier to just run to set locations and find it. I know I've had great difficulty trying to find all these locations when I was first doing this Easter egg. But anyway homies, that is all the locations. I hope the video helped you out in some sort of way. If it does, be really appreciated if you could go down, hit that like button for me and help your boy out. If you're new to the DameAndThatGame channel, I upload a lot of Call of Duty Zombies content, so please, if you're into your zombie content and zombie games and you love zombies as a whole, be sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well and turn on all post notifications so you're notified of when I upload a video. But homies, you've been absolutely awesome as always. I hope you have an amazing day. As always, keep it positive, and until the next video, this is your boy Dame, and I'm out.